2011 was a big year for us. 5 billion worth of transactions happened, and we're projecting about 8 billion this year. But we got to keep doing some interesting things to get there. So a lot of things you're going to see will be things like using the camera more. So we'll continue with barcode scanning, of course, or different kinds of code scanning. But I think we'll see some stuff where we do a lot more image recognition. Yeah, also probably the use of voice. And both things have the same sort of theme, which is reducing friction. Because what we see people do is when they have these little moments of time throughout the day, kind of when you're stuck, like you're waiting for something, and they're shopping. But we have to make it super fast, right? The flow to find the product and make the purchase. And so using the camera or voice, right, is a way to do that. Like, don't put down your coffee, just use your thumb, right? Don't have to bother pulling up a keyboard. So that'll be some stuff that we do this year to sort of help boost the numbers. The other thing we'll do is we'll spend more time in some other geographies that we're not in. So emerging markets around the world, right? It is a global business, and there's a lot of opportunity outside the U.S. So we'll be going after that in a big way too. I don't know if you know the acronym BRIC, right? So Brazil, Russia, India, China. So we'll do various kinds of things in each of those markets. We'll also do some things with language because, for instance, in this country, you might point at the U.S. marketplace, but you speak Spanish. Today we don't help you, but we know people actually copy and paste like description information into Google Translate or something like that, and that's how they're buying, right? So if we help that person, right, we'll get more transactions, right? So that's easy to do. That's sort of low-hanging fruit. But the emerging markets around the world are pretty interesting, right? The BRIC countries, for example, I think are probably have the most potential for us. If you think about it, whenever someone is in a brick and mortar store, what do they have with them? They've got a smartphone, and it happened before eBay was there on the phone, of course, but people are using the internet while they're shopping in a brick and mortar store. So it's a natural sort of thing for us to be a companion, right, while you're in that store. Now, we could send you away from the store, right, because we show you options online with eBay. But more interesting is for us to play in the brick and mortar world too, right? So why not help you actually make the choice between offline and online, right? And then we start to participate in that transaction as well. So you take eBay going from a market that we play in that's e-commerce, several hundred billion, to now we play in $1 trillion dollar market, right, when we include brick and mortar. So it's just commerce. It's no longer e-commerce, right? We're playing in the commerce market. Right?